Hello viewers, Mezcal here. I want to tell you a story about Christmas 2015. The missus and I exchanged ideas for gifts. She wanted a coffee machine, I wanted a camera. So I did some reviews, you know, what's the best compact camera. I didn't have the money for a digital SLR, and I thought, you know, I'll do a real good thorough dig, and I came up with a Panasonic Lumix TZ70. Looked like a pretty cool camera. It's got Wi-Fi, mad zoom, image stabilization, all sorts of cool functions. And you know, you got a bit more control over it. You can actually play with the functions so that it will sort of behave a lot like an SLR, like a proper camera, not just the auto shoot and point and shoot sort of thing. So looked at the prices for retail. They were selling for about $4.50, I think it was at the time. Jumped on the eBay and saw a bunch of them selling for around about $3.90, and then came across one that was $388 with a 32 gig card. I thought, yeah, that's a good one. Bit of value there. You're getting the card as well. So it said Australia. Here's the listing. Focus on that camera. Item location, Australia. Here's the scumbag's name. Perfect mission. You're a pack of scumbags. So we committed to the buy. The thing arrived, and before it arrived, we get this request to click on this $1 item that says down the bottom here, blah blah blah. Choose payment method, pay on delivery, cash on delivery. And I told them I didn't want this piece of junk. And it's a good thing too, because what they are doing with this is falsely elevating their eBay listing. Look, they've sold 721 of this piece of junk, and they have not actually taken any money for it. They absorbed that cost into the cost of the product. So 721 of these has falsely elevated their eBay rating. I'm pretty sure that goes against the listing practices, but at any rate, reporting this hasn't got it taken down. It's still there. eBay doesn't care. Let's have a look at something that really pissed me off when I worked out that this thing is not new. Here's an unboxing video, and you can see this label here. This is a region label. Look at the side of the box that I got. The sticker's been removed, and the sellers put their own little barcode on there. So, whatever region this product was in, they've taken that off. It was listed as new, it was listed as Australia, but it came from Hong Kong. And let me just go forward a little bit in this video. I'll pause so you don't have to waste too much time. See this instruction booklet? I did not get this instruction booklet. Okay, let me pause again. Now watch closely what happens here when he pulls this out of the bubble wrap. There's a string and there's a label. That label is what you get when it's brand new from Panasonic. It's hanging out of the sleeved bag, and it's got a little shiny silver thing, and there's a sticker up there. And that's what happens when you get a brand new camera. Now when this one was opened, it did not have that. No sticker, no little tag. So 3 things missing from the box. Not only that, the Panasonic Lumix TZ70 in America is called a ZS50. So this thing is a grey import being sold from Hong Kong, listed as Australian stock. So these guys are a pack of lying scumbags. What else did I want to show you here? I wrote a list so I didn't forget. Where's my notepad? So I spoke to the seller, And they basically turned around and said the dust in the lens is very easy to get into the one of these cameras because of the way they expand the lens. When it comes out, when you turn it on, it acts like a bellows and it can suck dust in. So they basically blamed me for putting dust inside the lens of the camera. And I noticed the dust in the lens on Christmas morning. It was the very first photograph I took with it, and I said to myself, something's not right here. At any rate, yeah, they offered to clean it, and I had to send it to Western Australia to get that done. And it was going to cost me a cleaning fee and a shipping fee, and that's what they call an Australian 1-year warranty. These scumbags are listing a 1-year warranty on their listing. Here's some of their tricks. User manual not included. You may download from official website. Well, it should be in there. You saw it on the unboxing video. eBay money back guarantee. My experience with that was, we got this as a gift. We wrapped it up in Christmas paper, stuck it under the Christmas tree, and during the time that it was sitting there, the window had expired. So when I was complaining to eBay, they said, well, you're 1 day over, sir, so sorry, we can't back your money back guarantee. And they advised me to contact PayPal. So I spoke to PayPal, and they opened a case, and the seller turned around and said, no, it's all good. And then PayPal came back and said, it's not significantly different from that described. And that just blew me right up. So here's their warranty terms and conditions. 1-year warranty, back to base warranty they call it. So I've got to send it back to them and pay all the shipping costs. The only authorised repairer of Panasonic goods is near Toongabbie in New South Wales. So why they wanted it sent to WA, I have no idea. Anyway, let's move on. Perfect Mission say, why us? And then they say, brand new stock. How could have this been brand new if it was missing the label? The little sticker that should be on the top there. The little tag that is the silver string and feature tag. Bullshit. It's second hand. They've purchased a second's goods, and sold it as new. Let's look at something else. There's their condition claim, brand new, unused, unopened. Yet they'd opened the package to insert an SD card into the box. So they basically voided that brand new, unused. And this is what I was saying. This thing is significantly different from the brand new description because it's a factory second. And yeah, I fought and fought. 3 times I listed it with PayPal as a, not as described, and that I wanted my money back, and they came back every time saying that it was not significantly different from the product described. I said to the lady on the phone, if you bought a second-hand car and, I listed it as new, would you be upset? And, yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I also said to PayPal that, you're basically endorsing these people with your, your buyer protection scheme by letting them use PayPal. And these scumbags are allowed to get away with it. Let's look at their feedback. And all this feedback arrived, basically in the Christmas window. So we've got to click the 6 months button, because if I go 1 month, we only see this year. Shocking customer service. Not Australian stock. Fraud seller. Parcel sent to Africa. Dishonest seller. Lied about location and every answer they gave in message. Phone with dead battery. So after all of that, we thought, okay, what do we do? PayPal's recommended go for a credit card chargeback. So we get onto the bank and we try to go for a chargeback. The chargeback requirements requested a piece of paper from an authorised, I don't know what the wording was, but basically they wanted something that said the product was faulty. So I rang Panasonic and said, where do I go? I went to Paxton's camera sellers, just walked into a retail shop and said, what's the go with this? And he said, go to these guys. And he gave me an address for a company that is the only authorised repairer, and that was the one I mentioned earlier. So I spoke to the authorised repairer, took it to them, and they basically could not give me a piece of paper that said it happened before I got it. And they could only, assess it for what it looked like and go on that. So in the end, I was sort of given the runaround by everyone. I ended up at a place where, at least I could get the camera serviced, but it was going to cost me to do that. So it cost me $70 to get a piece of paper that said dust on lens, which didn't back up whether it was dusty before I got it or that, I'd put dust in there. So they suggested that while they were in there, they'd clean it because, it would cost them to open it again later if that was the case. So basically I said, yeah, go ahead and clean the damn thing. So in the end, it cost me $88 to get it cleaned. The fuel costs of driving there to drop the thing off and pick it up again. So at least I've got a working camera now, but the bloody thing's not covered under Australian consumer warranty. At any rate, I think I'm at the end of my ramble. Let me just check my notes. Oh yeah, that's right. So they wanted me to, the credit card chargeback also wanted, a tracking number showing that I'd sent the thing back to the seller. There was no way on this planet I was going to send the thing back to these shonky scumbags and be out of pocket for a camera that I don't own anymore, because I can guarantee you Perfect Mission wouldn't have cleaned it and sent it back to me. They would have wanted me to pay for the cleaning fee. Anyway, yeah. Once bitten, twice shy. I bought lots of things on eBay and never had a problem. But yeah, so just be wary, guys, if you see something like, all this bad feedback wasn't, there wasn't near this volume of feedback when I looked to buy this thing. And they've been falsely elevating their feedback scores with this little scam where they say, oh, free gift, we'll give you some little piece of junk that sits on the back of your phone and props your phone up. But to get that, you got to click this button. And if you look through their feedback scores, you can actually see for every sale there's a double feedback, because they're giving feedback for this piece of junk, piece of silicon crap. Anyway, my experience with this has made me extremely wary of eBay and their money-back guarantee, and PayPal with their money-back guarantee. They're more about protecting the seller and making you feel confident to spend your money. There was an example of where I mentioned the coffee machine and the gift that we were talking about earlier. We found a coffee machine and I bidded on it and won it, and it turned out that, there was some problem with the seller, and without us even having to open a case, PayPal just, gave the money back. All of a sudden there was, $380 in my bank from PayPal doing a transaction back to me. And so in some sense they are good, but I think when you've got a seller with this kind of volume, they're going to protect these guys, because these guys are making a shitload of money, and the transaction fees from that's trickling down to keep PayPal and eBay in business. So fuck you, Perfect Mission, you're a pack of scumbags. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that people know about you, Perfect Mission. You're on my shit list. Thanks for watching.